Hello, and welcome to Then and Now. I'm your host, Tim B. In this episode, we'll be taking a fascinating journey back to 1966 to explore part 1 of the mysterious Wanaque UFO sightings. Buckle up as we dive into this intriguing piece of history. In the evening of January 11th and early morning hours of January 12th, 1966, strange lights were spotted hovering high above the Wanaque Reservoir in Northern Passaic County, New Jersey for 2 full hours. This bizarre sighting deepened the mystery, as a spokesperson from the nearby Stewart Air Force Base stated there were no helicopters or aircraft from their base in the area during that time period. The celestial show began around 2:15 a.m. on January 12th when a brightly glowing object was first seen over the town of Wanaque. Within minutes, it had drifted to the skies above Pompton Lakes and Wanaque. Sergeant Dave Sisko of the Wanaque Police first noticed the UFO over the Twin Lakes area before it took up a fixed position above the reservoir itself from 2:20 a.m. until around 4:15 a.m. As spectators gathered at the Raymond Dam and Reservoir Police Headquarters, the UFO appeared to slowly rotate, alternating between dimming and brightening again in the early hours of January 12th. Off-duty officer Joseph Sisko watched the bizarre sight unfold with his wife from their home. He described it as a very bright white light, twice the size of a normal star. His wife recalled it having a reddish tint when it hovered the previous night of January 11th. Through binoculars, Sergeant Sisko observed a greenish hue to the object on January 12th. Other witnesses claimed to see the UFO diving down and emitting a beam of light towards the reservoir's surface, allegedly creating a 40 to 50-foot wide hole melted through the ice. Eyewitness reports varied wildly on those nights, depicting the UFO as moving at supersonic speeds, drifting slowly, completely motionless yet rotating, faster than a satellite, and reddish around the edges. Some noticed a pinpoint of flame beneath it. While the lack of sound led most to rule out a helicopter, the extended stationary periods it exhibited were equally baffling. After over 2 hours hovering above the reservoir, the UFO finally began drifting northward out of sight at around 4:15 a.m. on January 12th. During an earlier sighting around 6:20 p.m. on January 11th, the Pompton Lakes Police Switchboard was overwhelmed with calls about the strange lights. Among those who witnessed the UFO on January 11th and 12th were the mayor of Wanaque, the local civil defense director, and multiple police officers and officials. The Paterson news editor also saw the object passing overhead, immediately dismissing Venus due to the motion and location. While the McGuire Air Force Base initially considered the possibility of a weather balloon, the reported movement patterns didn't align with that theory. They stated they would investigate further, which is standard procedure for such phenomena. The U.S. Weather Bureau observer in Paterson first thought it might be the planet Venus, but later admitted some type of military craft could explain the peculiar lights after reviewing the evidence from January 11th and 12th. Whether truly an alien visitor or an eccentric man-made craft, the Wanaque Reservoir UFO remains an intriguing unsolved mystery to this day. The numerous credible eyewitnesses and corroborating accounts make it one of the most well-documented and bizarre UFO cases in New Jersey history from those nights in January 1966. Thank you for tuning in to Then and Now and delving into the Wanaque UFO sightings of 1966 with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest historical explorations. Join us next time for part 2. Is there anything you would like to share? Let us know in the comments below. I'm your host, Tim B., and I'll see you in the next episode.